Now, more often than not, when you are engaging with a toxic, narcissistically abusive person, you end up putting your own foot in your mouth when you're talking, which means you are rambling about stuff that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And you walk away thinking, what in the hell did I say? And it's very strange because otherwise you are a very well-spoken, intellectual, and engaging person. So why does this happen with certain toxic people? And more importantly, how do you make it stop? My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. So now before we get into putting your foot in your mouth whenever you're with narcissistic and toxic individuals, let's first understand what it is that makes you an engaging and articulate individual, which you are naturally. But you see, this has to be fostered. And this happens in and around conversations with people who are fostering your intellect, who are fostering and engaging your wisdom, your brilliance. How many of you have had conversations with even strangers where you are getting into deep levels of understanding and wisdom and engagement that is just amazing? It could even be people who you disagree with. How many of you have had excellent conversations with very disagreeable people? You're not on the same page, yet you were able to foster and manage and maintain a highly deep and genuine, key word right there, genuine conversation, one in which you remembered for a long time and maybe you never even wanted it to end, or maybe you did, but nonetheless you remember it and you walked away feeling good about yourself because you were engaging, you were captivating, you captivated them, they captivated you, right? And this is the natural progression of a great conversation, and this is who you are as an articulate, brilliant person. Now, how does this happen? Well, it's simple. In these conversations, it's fostered. It's fostered not by being in agreement with you. It's fostered simply by caring, by listening. The person that you're dealing with, whether they disagree with you or not, has the option and the ability to pay attention to you, to listen to you, to care about you. And this in and of itself fosters this one important key thing inside of you: your authenticity. You feel safe to be authentic and genuine when you know you've captivated somebody and you're able to have these deep conversations built around your authenticity. Now then, when we talk about toxicity and narcissistically abusive people, they do not care about you or what you have to say. And so naturally, with these individuals who pretend to like you and pretend to listen to you, but if you notice in these relationships, they start to derail the conversations. They start to hijack your thoughts. They start to cut you off and overpower you and talk over you, change the subject, make you feel silly for thinking a certain way. Okay? And over time, what these things do is it stops fostering your genuineness. It stops fostering your authenticity. And this is the key aspect. This is why you start making no sense. This is why you start to put your foot in your mouth. Because your authenticity leaves you. Your authenticity has left the building because you realize that you're dealing with somebody who doesn't care about you or what you have to say. So it makes no sense for your authentic self to even be present or to even show up. However, even though your authenticity leaves, you're still there. For one reason or another, you're still in the relationship. You're still engaging with these people. Why? Possibly because we're conditioned not to look like a jerk. And so as a result, we're left there without our authenticity, without any genuineness in the situation, because it doesn't matter because it's not being heard. And what we're trying to do is just fill the dead airspace then. It's the natural thing to do when your authenticity is gone. You just fill in that dead space with whatever shallowness comes up. Now, this is typically where narcissists and toxic people live. They typically don't have deep, authentic, and genuine conversations. They don't get that deep. So they rule this world of shallowness, this place of inauthenticity. I'm having a hard time saying that word tonight. This place where you are inauthentic, this place of ungenuineness and being disingenuous, if this makes any sense. This is their world, and they're welcoming you. Congratulations, welcome to my world. But you are out of place, and you're in this place now where you have to just make stuff up, and you start to try to just keep up with them. And so now you are in the place of just liking whatever they're saying and trying to chime in if around them or around their friends or around their family. You're trying to chime in when your authenticity is not even with you anymore. This is why it happens. How do you make it stop? Right? How do you make it stop? As a result of just trying to chime in, to fit in, you end up putting your foot in your own mouth. You sound silly. You sound ridiculous. We want it to stop. How do you stop? You learn to just walk away from a conversation. If you are unable to be present in the moment, authentic to yourself, if you are unable to be genuine, if you are ever in a situation where it seems like the ears you're talking to are deaf, the eyes are blind, and no one's listening in a real way, you have every right and the option and the ability to smile and in your mind say, I get it, I see what's going on here. All right, you guys have a great conversation. I'm going to go over there. And you walk away. This is the one thing that a lot of us, we feel like, well, that's just mean. I don't want to walk away from family members, or I don't want to walk away from friends, and I'd rather just stay there. Okay, but you're going to put yourself at risk of putting your foot in your mouth because you're just going to start blabbering and trying to chime in into a group conversation or a circle of people and talk about something you know nothing about just so that you can try to fit in. This is the recipe for putting your foot in your mouth. And I've been there. I'm guilty of this. I realized with certain people, certain siblings, certain in-laws, I couldn't be authentic. I couldn't talk about the depths of what God was doing in my life at any given moment. And so I was left talking about stuff. I had no idea what I was even saying, but I was there and I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be a part. Be all things to all people? No, that's the wrong answer. Don't be all things to all people. That is a gross misunderstanding and misinterpretation of what the Bible says when it says be all things to all people. It doesn't mean dump your authenticity and start rambling like an idiot, like a fool, just to be a part of a conversation. Yet this is what we do, and we end up putting our foot in our mouth. We lose credibility. We lose respect, even from narcissists. We don't want to do that. It's better to smile, be silent in these situations. If nothing else, be silent. Listen. Observe toxic people who aren't able to listen and have deep conversations. Just observe the things they talk about. I promise you, if you stop chiming in, you'll walk away going, oh my gosh, those people are silly. Things they talk about is nonsense. But you won't get to experience that and gain an understanding of how nonsensical their conversations really are, how shallow their depth truly is, if you keep trying to chime in and speak in that world and in that level. Does this make sense to you? So it's better to just be silent, observe, smile. Better yet, walk away, excuse yourself. If you ever feel like your authenticity is not able to be a part of the conversation, it's not worth being there. Listen, I want to be a part of your healing journey. Down below, you can schedule one-on-one time with me. We can have a telephone call, a FaceTime or WhatsApp video conference call, or you can have a text message, or you can request a sponsored video where I speak into your situation. So down below in the description box, you can find access to all of that. Monday night is Royal We Life Chat, where we come together as a community, and you can even call in for free Monday nights if you would like to. Monday night, 9 a.m. Central Time. The link is down below. Saturday mornings is Royal We Fellowship. This is our in-depth biblical exploration. We are learning from the Bible and applying it to this world of toxicity every Saturday morning. That's every Shabbat at 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time on the Royal We Fellowship channel. The link is in the description box. I truly hope to see you there, and I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We.